everyone. I'm really happy to be here. And where is it? Okay. Yeah. Everyone is talking about flexibility, and the question is, what kind of flexibility? Is it production? Is it battery storage? Is it consumption? So with my presentation, I will try to cover this question. What kind of flexibility is involved in the virtual power plant? It's like something mysterious, but we are operating this time in Lithuania. Even today, we had activations, and we are in this our virtual power plant. We have very different assets, so I will talk about it very shortly about the Fusebox. Home market is Baltics, started in Estonia, right now operating in Lithuania. We're going to start by the end of this year in Latvia. We have some operations in Finland, just concluded contract with Norkeliūnas, PPC, Greece, and ECO, Netherlands. So we are expanding and we are growing, and we are expecting that we're going to cover more countries all over Europe. And yeah, about the challenges for flexible prices, we need flexible assets. So we have power utilities, such big companies as whatever, Ignitis, Est-Energia, Atvenergo in the Baltics, and they have balanced their consumption side with the clients and production side. And if we are looking only at the producer side, we can think about the renewables as well. And not everyone thinks that renewable could be the flexible assets, but it can. Let's say in our portfolio in Lithuania, I have a hydropower plant who is flexible assets and providing energy. And from consumer side, how to be flexible and to use more energy when the prices is very low and when the higher price to reduce consumption. Of course, I'm not going to tell that you're producing the manufacturer of IKEA furniture and please stop production when the prices are high. But you need to find the certain spaces like cold storage, HVACs, cooling, heating with electricity. And there is a space, really good space to use energy when it's cheap and use energy less when it's a high prices. And about virtual power plant, what is that? So the short definition is like it's a cloud-based automated system designed to monitor and manage electricity production, flexible consumers, and energy storage. And next slide with a nice picture that all of this, it's virtual power plant. And it could be much smaller part of, let's say, pumps, compressors, heatings. And it's, let's say, I can compare that. In Lithuania, we have in our portfolio battery, hydro, pumps, with water utility companies, compressors with the and cooling as well, HVACs. So let's say our portfolio with in Lithuania, we have all assets, what you can see here. And our platform exchange data every single minute with a TSO, and we are receiving activations. So if we are talking about production, so going up, produce more energy, and with the consumption goes down. Let's say it's difficult to understand sometimes, so for grid, either they are increasing production to be in balance or reduce consumption. So we are giving the same flexibility to both sides, so increasing production and decreasing consumption. And today I'm going to talk about 4 models, let's say, how you can profit from the flexibility. But we can talk about 10 of them, maybe even 12. And even, last week I was thinking about a new project with the wind farm to get additional flexibility and provide services for TSO. So I'm going to cover only 4 of them, but you can keep in mind that there is much more models or business cases. And let's say the first one, the simplest one, and what we are used to do, we are providing the ancillary services to TSO. In the Baltics, we have by now only MFR market, and with the MFR market, you can earn additional revenue stream, and as in the picture shows that with a totally different assets. And with the virtual power plant, what is the specifics that all done automatically? It means that nobody going to the cold storage or consumption side push the button to turn off, or someone runs to the hydropower plant, let's open it and produce more energy. So it's fully automated process, and from the price strategy, bidding, results monitoring, dispatching, reporting. Let's say in Lithuania, I'm just checking several times a week, sometimes several times a day. But to be honest, I adjusted my trading with the TSO like 2 months ago, because everything is done automatically. So that's kind of virtual power plant is. And this is short picture show that you can regulate down or regulate up. It means sometimes TSO is asking to increase like consumption or shut down your production, or opposite way, decrease consumption and go up with your production. Yeah, and second business case, it's imbalance reduction. So you can tell that I'm not going to trade with TSO. I'm going to try to balance maximum my portfolio. It means that something you were planning, like I sold 50 megawatts, but according to the weather, it's like producing 45. So how to catch this? And again, with the virtual power plant, it can be done automatically. So it means that it's checking every single minute with a 10-second resolution and trying to manage their plan versus actual results. So let's say the results of that reduce imbalance cost. So with this slide, you can see that something was planned and there's an actual case what's happening. So even though we have the manual possibilities with the group of assets, because you know that different group assets, someone is much faster, like battery storage, something is much slower, let's say CHP, and the consumers with the different kind of assets, water utility or cold storage, is going to act in a bit different way. So you can group different assets and activate them and to reduce imbalance in your own portfolio. And third business case, it's like trading optimization. I so call that. Let's say prerequisite is quite the same, but instead of selling at zero and negative prices, is it PV, is it wind, you can push the same volume to the ancillary market and to earn additional revenue. So it's let's say one way you can shut down production. I'm not giving that, let's say, wind with the total shutdown, but it's easy to decrease. Let's say if 2.5 megawatt windmill can reduce up to 200 kilowatts, not totally shut down, but this is the idea to do so when we have negative prices. And the same volume pushed to the ancillary market and automatically activate the production when it's needed. Very shortly about the ancillary market. This is, of course, monthly average price, so don't stick to it. But the idea that in ancillary market services, the price is 2 or 3 times higher. And I took like some more interesting day when you can see that Norpool gives you €1 for producing 1 megawatt hour, but there was activation and ancillary services, they would pay 150. And yeah, here you have €10 or 40, but the same you could get for that volume 150, €200 per megawatt hour. And more interesting case, if you sold your wind energy, PV energy, with a negative price, Litgrid, in this case, are happy to pay for shutting down them. So you can, I'm not telling that this is trading optimization and stop trading in Norpool. No, I'm just giving you idea that there's additional possibilities to earn on ancillary markets and to be flexible, what we are talking about today. Push the volume to the different market, different product, with the different revenue streams. And this is from consumer side, let's say, to minimize the cost. So it means that peak shaving. If you have a cold storage with the minus 20 degrees, if he's using flexibility, I'm never shutting down the cold storage overall. The main idea about how we are working, we are changing the set point of the cold storage. We are changing the set point on the biggest shopping center. So it's a simple example like minus 20 degrees in the cold storage. We are pushing a signal from Litgrid, and the cold storage changes up to minus 18. All compressors goes down, and if they save some money according to the high prices, or earning money when the Litgrid is sending signal, and compressors comes up when the temperature or signal ends. And yeah, this is like, if we are talking about the cold storage, the cold itself should be the same during all day. So we are talking about shifting the consumption from the high prices when we have lower price, or you are shifting your consumption when the TSO would love to pay for that. Yeah, and this is shortly my presentation about flexibility, and I hope that we're gonna have interesting questions and discussions about flexibility next year as well. Thank you.